Hi, you don't mind me filming this classic, do you?
I think you need a superhero cape.
I've got it in the van.
Get it on, Mark.
You know when you can hear the panic in someone's voice? This means I'm going to be missing out on my Sunday dinner. Age-old plumber's trick. Some people know this, some people don't. All my 22mm pipes on the barn renovation. I've got none on the van. Fortunately for us, this video is sponsored by Y Food. Don't let anyone ever tell you this channel isn't full of real world plumbing, because that is about as real as you'll get. Well, we don't get any more real world plumbing than exactly what I'm doing now. It is currently about 5 o'clock Sunday evening, so an hour before my Sunday video goes live, and I've just had a phone call from a customer of mine that he's just drilled through a hot water pipe in his house and he's panicking. So I'm literally just on my way to go and have a look and get it sorted for him. Now, he said to me, is there anything I can do? So I've told him, turn the cold main off, open all the hot taps, which he's come back to me and said, yeah, I've done that. He said, but because now he's had a cylinder full of hot water, he can't keep his thumb on the pipe from the cylinder, because it gets that hot because you're drawing the hot water off. So I've given him a little hack, little plumber's trick to use. If you don't know this one, it's a cracking little trick. So he's drilled into the 22mm pipe, obviously. So he's drilled into the pipe, can't keep his thumb on the end because it's too hot. I've told him to go and get a pencil. Now shove the pencil into the hole, because obviously the wood of the pencil is going to expand when it's wet, and it will seal the hole up to a degree enough for him to take his hand off it and not burn himself to bits. So I've done that. He's a mile down the road now, so we'll get there and I will show you in sort of real time exactly how we're going to sort this drilled hot water pipe out. However, this means I'm going to miss out on my Sunday dinner. I was looking forward to my Sunday dinner. Right, so I've just pulled up. We'll give the door a knock. Now hopefully Stuart will be all right with me filming. I'm sure he will. Hi, you don't mind me filming this classic, do you?
I think you need a superhero cape.
I've got it in the van.
Get it on, Mark. Oh my God.
Where is he? Upstairs? Am I right to go up?
Yeah, crack on.
I don't think I can fall in love with a guy, but yeah.
You don't mind me filming this, Stu, do you?
No. Just a bit embarrassing if nothing else.
No, not a problem. So this is the guy that I've just been telling you about. Let's have a look. Where are we?
It's in there.
Perfect. Did that do the trick?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Just backed on all the taps and.
Perfect. So what I was just literally just saying was, as I said, I'll quickly recap over it. Stuart, I've spoken to Stuart the last month or so. We're going to be doing some bathrooms at his house. He's rung me Sunday afternoon. You know when you can hear the panic in someone's voice. He had hit a hot water pipe, easily done. Obviously putting some floorboards down, and I told him to get it drained down. But what he was struggling with was keeping his thumb on this hot water pipe here, and then draining the hot water down, because obviously as you're pulling the heat through the pipe is getting red hot, and Stuart couldn't keep his thumb on the pipe. So age-old plumber's trick. Some people know this, some people don't. If you bang a pencil in a little hole like that, obviously the water goes into the wood. As we all know, wood expands, and it's a bit of a lifesaver. Because obviously Stuart was sitting there with his thumb on. This was getting red hot, burning it. And as you can probably tell, these freshly painted walls. Yeah, freshly painted walls, hence the decorating.
Just testing the paint.
Yeah, testing it. So bear with me for a minute. I'll get it all drained down for him, make sure everything's all right, get the Aquavac out of the van, clean it all up, and we'll expose that and get it sorted for him. But as I said, reactive plumbing, this is real world plumbing, and you've literally come on a Sunday afternoon along for the ride. Right, okay, so we're going to drain that hot water down from the system and get it completely emptied. But this means I'm I'm going to be missing out on my Sunday dinner. Fortunately for us, this video is sponsored by YFood. And what they do is a lactose and gluten-free drink. It's not a protein shake. It's not a diet drink. It is food. It's a meal replacement. So I've got one of these in the van. I'll have this. It'll keep me full 3 to 5 hours. I'm hoping that I'm not on this job for 3 to 5 hours. There's no artificial sugar. Also available in a vegan version. It's a complete balanced drinkable meal in a bottle. So us as plumbing engineers, tradesmen, we're always on the go. You go and do a job, you're going to do another job, you might only have a 10-minute window to get from one job to another. You might not have a chance to go into the garage and get a sandwich or pop to the chippy and get some chips or whatever. So if you just keep a YFood in the van, you can have one of those on the go, in the traffic, chuck it down you. It's going to keep you full. And they come in, what's this? Smooth vanilla, happy banana, classic chocolate, cold brew coffee. I like a coffee, but not cold. And a crazy coconut. That's the one the missus wants. What YFood have done, along with sponsoring this video, they've also given me a 10% off code. So I'll put that at the bottom of the screen now, and I'll also add it into the description. So go there, check it out now. 10% off your first order at YFood. Thanks to YFood for sponsoring this video. Let's get back in now, get this system drained down, and get on with fixing this nail pipe.
It was a little bit, I thought I'll just put a quick screw in there because I didn't check anything.
Yeah.
And as soon as...
Sort of, but it was the last screw of that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Give or take.
And then I heard,
Oh, there's a loo.
no, and then I can
Yeah.
I was panicking.
Oh, you do? As soon as water...
Yeah.
Electrics, I'm not saying electricians have got it easy, but there's a problem with electrics, flick a switch and it's dead.
Yeah.
Whereas water, as soon as you hit that, if it's your cold main, you can turn your tap off and it will near on stop instantly. But because this is your hot water where you're sitting doing your header tank in the roof and all that, you've got all that water to get out before it will stop.
But I had my thumb on it, I took over from you, and then I'm going,
I thought it was the
it's
heating
getting hot.
Because it's getting hot.
I can't hold it anymore.
Yeah, because it's burning your thumb. It's exactly what I just said. I said, you put your thumb on it, and I said, draw the water off it. It's red hot. You couldn't keep your thumb on that.
No,
So that is an old boy taught me that 25 years ago.
What trick?
But you don't think, but it's that obvious. Right, so panic over. That's the hot water drain down. And as I said, that pencil is the perfect little hack to get you out of the shit if you drill into a pipe. But what we've got here, we've got a couple of couplers here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it off here, cut it here, bend another bit of 22, and then just solder 2 new couplers on there and get rid of that, and Stuart can keep that as a bit of an ornament. Right, so Sod's Law, all my 22mm pipe is on the barn renovation. I've got none on the van, and it's currently 5:10, screw fix is shut. But what I'm going to do is do it a different way. Ideally, I would like to cut them out and just put 2 couplers in there. But what I'll do instead, I'll cut straight down the middle of that hole and then solder that coupler on there. So you've got all of that and all of that either side of it. It will do exactly the same job, but it just means saves me going out to my lockup where I think there's some 22mm in there, but probably not. But Sod's Law, Friday I was at the barn, I think I left 2 lengths of 22mm copper there. Never mind. But anyway, we'll get this cleaned up, get this cut and add that coupler in and get the water back on. So there you go, I'll cut that. As you can see, there's just a tiny nick there and a tiny nick there. But by the time we've got the coupler in there, soldered it up, it'll be absolutely fine. It's just I wanted to get rid of them, but at the end of the day, it's an emergency to get this sorted. So we'll get this cleaned up now, get a coupler on it, get it soldered in. Still got a bit of water coming out of this because I think that is directly, yeah, it is directly off the cylinder there. So this is where the wet vac comes in handy. We'll just lift this up, suck out whatever water's left in it, ready for soldering. So because of the position where this coupler is, this is dead damp anyway, so it is just going to burn a little bit of this wood, but it's saving a lot of hassle, as I said, because I haven't got a bit of pipe for there. There we go, coupler's in. Again, it's not ideal on a joist, but it's an emergency repair. We'll get the water back on now, check that's all right, because at the moment, I've not managed to have a brew yet because the water's been off. So we've turned the water back on. It's obviously cold, but we'll let the tank fill up in the roof and then check that the hot's all right. That's the hot just coming through. And funny enough, while I'm here, this is a bathroom that we've got to refurb in the next few months. And once we've done that one, we're going to be doing this one. There you go, that's the hot coming through now. Some funky coloured hot as well. Oh. We'll let that run a bit. I dare say the header tank's full of crap, but we'll run that through. We'll just make sure that that repair is all okay. Yeah, it's perfect. You can feel the heat coming through there now. So that is a perfect way to deal with a drilled pipe. So all you plumbers out there that are new to the game, keep your pencil with you, because sometimes if you get a pipe, you can ram that in and will stop any issues there. I'll just pop downstairs, pull a bit of hot water through the kitchen tap as well, just to eliminate, if sometimes you have the hot water off, you can get airlocks in the system, but this one seems to be a-okay. There you go, get the air out of it. But if you did get an airlock on it, little trick with that, you can just turn the hot off, put your hand under it so it's dead tight, turn the hot on and then turn the cold on, and it will push back up there and then back into the hot water pipe and push the air out. I'll show you that in one of the videos if ever I get it, but this one, hot water's come through fine. It's panic over. Water's back on now, fill the kettle up. Yeah, see what I've done now? Water's back on. Water's back on, you can fill the kettle up now. Right, let's get tidied up here and just double check that fitting, that all is well. Yeah, that is, I can feel the heat on that now, so if Stuart was putting his finger on that and they were trying to draw that hot water through there, I can't even put my hand on it, so if you've got your thumb on it, you'll be right in the shit. As I said, little pencil hack works a treat. Right, there you go then, all fixed, all sorted. Stuart can now get these boards down, but to be fair, while I'm here, I'll probably put these down now, just in case. But don't let anyone ever tell you this channel isn't full of real world plumbing, because that is about as real as you'll get.
Just learned my lesson.
Mate, you're not the first. I've done it. I've put boards down. I've cut notches, put new pipes in, and then nailed the pipes that I've put in. We've all done it.
You've got the skill of correcting problems.
So there we go. That's that little job sorted. So that was really you following me from the initial phone call, or 4 or 5 minutes after the initial phone call, to going out to sorting that leak out, and just reacting instantly to a customer of mine who's drilled through a pipe, and you can tell they're in the shit and they need it sorting out. So if you've liked that little insight, or you just like the channel in general, get subscribed to it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop me a comment below. I appreciate everyone that subscribes to the channel, and I shall catch you soon.